So today I'm gonna show you how I transformed my guitar from having an active system into a passive one. So there are a few things that need to be done except for, the obvious switching to passive pickups. But I will walk you through all the steps that I had to consider at least, and yeah, you can just follow along. Let's go! The first thing I had to do was to drill a hole in the body through to the electronics cavity, so that I could ground the bridge. Most active guitars don't have a bridge ground because they don't need to, so this was absolutely one of the most necessary steps. And as you can see here, some of the shielding paint is removed, and that was because I had to make extra room for the new pots. They were a lot bigger than the old ones, so. Because the new pots were a lot bigger than the old ones, I had to make the holes for the pots in the guitar a lot bigger as well. So here I take one of the flat washers from the new pots, and I just tape it, and then I cut out the tape so one side of the washer is covered with tape. So the reason why I do this is because I will use the new washer as kinda like a reference for how big the new pot hole should be. So as you can see here, I tape the washer to the guitar, and then I will use a rounded file and just file in the hole until I reach to the washer, because then it should be a perfect size for the new pots. If you have what is called a reamer tool, then this process won't be as tedious as it was for me, but I didn't have one, so I used what I had. And it took some time, but it works. And then I had to do the same thing with the tone pot hole as well. I didn't have to make the hole for the three-way switch any bigger because I just used the one that came with the guitar, so. And now when that was done, I felt it was appropriate to install the bridge again with the ground wire that we drilled for earlier. And now I'm just putting in the new passive pickups. In the description below I will write everything that I used in this video, like the new electronics and the pickups as well, so you can just read everything there. One thing I will mention is that this guitar doesn't come with any mounting rings for the pickups, and I didn't want any either, so in order for me to be able to adjust the height of the pickups, I put the springs under the pickups and I drilled the holes a little bit bigger for the screw to fit in the sides of the pickup. So that's what I did in order to be able to adjust the height. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but I did it that way, and it works quite well, so I'm kind of happy with the result of that. Now I'm going to shield the guitar with copper tape, and I had to do this because I removed some of the paint, as I explained earlier. Shielding paint also has a tendency to not work as well after a few years, but the tape will last really long, so you don't have to redo it anytime soon. And now it was time to solder the new electronics together, but unfortunately my camera ran out of battery while I was filming this, but you will see the end result. I'm not a master at soldering guitar electronics, as you may see, but everything is in place and it works brilliant. So when everything is finished, it should look something like this. So we have the new passive pickups and all the new electronics as well. In a future video I will make a comparison with the old pickups and the new ones, so you can hear the difference. So in case you're interested in that, you stay tuned.